Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 4, Episode 15. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Happy holidays, you guys. Happy holidays to my peeps. I hope you're all happy and safe, and I hope that you're with family and friends and really just enjoying this holiday season. So, yesterday was Saturday. I just had the opportunity to watch The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Today is Christmas Eve, and I have already got everything wrapped up and under the tree. It is smelling really pine and Christmassy in here, so I decided, why not work on my YouTube videos? So let's just get into it, because after this, I have to start making all of my desserts. I have to get those ready, and they have to be right for tomorrow. So it's day 3. The ladies are in Bermuda, and the night before was the night when they unleashed on Meredith down in that beautiful cave where they had that weird, awkward, loud dinner. I said, I still don't understand how they don't have bats in that cave, but I appreciate it. If I ever get down to Bermuda, I'd like to go have a little dinner there. Maybe a little appetizers only, because something tells me it's really expensive to go there. Anyway, the episode starts out with Heather asking Monica if she'd like to go for a walk. And I said to myself, I think that you should absolutely be apologizing to Monica because your behavior the night before was a little odd. And I thought it was extremely hypocritical for you to tell her to shut the F up after you had just had a big hissy fit over Whitney telling you to shut the F up, which is correct. Because if anybody tells me to shut the F up, we will have problems. Okay, friend or not, we'll have problems. Anyway, Heather does apologize to Monica, but it didn't really seem to me that it was 100% genuine because as they're talking, she's getting hype. And I'm saying, girl, you're not over it. You are still not over it. She explains to Monica that she really didn't like how on the bus she was questioning her about her children's sex life. And she felt that it was just too much. And I agree with that. Don't ask me about my kid's sex life. That's not your business. Number 1, I think that it's inappropriate. And number 2, it's on national TV. Don't talk to me about my kid's sex life. Monica then apologizes to her and says that she didn't, understand that she was breaking a boundary with Heather. And she realizes now that she can't talk to her about, her children's sex life. And, Heather is not comfortable talking about her sex life. And I thought, this is really weird to me because didn't we see a few seasons where Heather was talking about jumping on some man? Wasn't she interested in Jen's black friend? Didn't she go on a date with this black man and she talked extremely sexual about this guy? In her book, she talked about hanging out, going out with some man that she just met. I don't understand what's happening here with Heather. Sometimes she's clearly throwing out all kinds of sex talk, sexual innuendos, but now all of a sudden with Monica, she's like a virgining nun. I don't get that part. I really don't. I thought it was ridiculous that they were in that beautiful cave restaurant with no bats, screaming and hollering about who's more single. All of it was ridiculous.
I didn't think she would ever do that. I really didn't.
I mean,
I
who
didn't
would
think
ever
any
do
of
that?
you guys would ever do that. I would do that. All the
Girl, you would not. Don't say things like that.
I'm just saying,
You
I
have
don't.
a fake account.
I mean,
and send
I'm
yourself
pretty.
DMs.
No, not myself.
Now, honey, here, that was a little bit of a Freudian slip, wasn't it? Here you go. I think that she was absolutely telling the truth. She didn't mean to say it, but she absolutely would, I think, create a fake account and drop some DMs to somebody. As a matter of fact, they're saying that allegedly that's the information that Heather gets on the season finale. She finds out that Monica used to be a blogger, or she was trying to be a blogger, and that Monica was harassing and trolling them online and also dropping bombs and dropping DMs. And I said, wouldn't that be weird to find out that she is the one who sent those DMs to Meredith and to herself, and that she was the one who sent those DMs to Meredith last season about Lisa Barlow? Wouldn't that be weird to find out? I think it would be explosive. Let me tell you something. Monica came to work, and Monica put these girls to work. If we find out that Monica is behind all this, sign her up as a producer, because she really lit this season up. All of them are working. They are all involved, and everybody is engaged, including disengaged Marks. She is fully loaded and engaged. Monica, this may be tacky and wrong for you to have trolled them people and dropped all those DMs, but it has entertained me. I'm just saying. Also, you guys know that I have zero fashion sense. I would just like to ask about that hat that Heather is wearing. Is that the new style? Is that in? Is that what people are wearing? Or is that just her take on a modern version of the Pioneer bonnet? I'm serious. This is not a joke. I would like to know, is this in? Is this new? Is this what we're doing? Or is this just something that, Heather is, trying to make happen? I don't know. Heather makes some kind of comment. She just can't believe that someone would make a fake account on social media and then do something like this. And I said, what? Why can't you believe it? Wasn't it last season, or was it the season before last, when your good girlfriend Angie Harrington and her husband admitted that he created that Finsta account and was harassing the hell out of Jen Shaw. And you wanted Jen to just forgive them. Oh, go ahead and forgive them. I'm sure they didn't mean anything. Heather, girl, shut the hell up. I mean, listen, I can't wait to get around to this reunion, because I hear that this reunion is going to be really, really crazy and hectic. I hear that there's going to be a lot of blow-ups, a lot of secrets coming out, and a lot of screaming and yelling. I hear that most of the ladies are unhinged, and I cannot wait. Meredith tells Seth what happened and how she is not in a really good place. This is not a good trip. Lisa has yelled at her. None of these girls were supportive of Meredith. And I would just like to say they have all been friends with Meredith way longer than they have been friends with Monica. And I don't know what in the hell makes them believe Monica more than Meredith. Yes, Meredith had that little incident last season where, she had some DMs come to her or whatever. But that's it. They have all partaken in gossiping about each other. And for them to just be solely 1000% on the Monica train, it's just weird. Meredith does tell Seth that she's going to try to figure out who is responsible for this and who is doing this, who sent those DMs. And I said, listen, Lisa Barlow threatened you at dinner that she has an IT security team and they will dig into it. The thing that I would have done is I would have went directly to Lisa. After we got back to that house, I would have went to Lisa's room and I would have told her, listen, are you serious? Do you really have an IT security team? Because if so, put them on it. Okay, because I'd like to know who is doing this as well. And by the way, don't you ever in your life talk to me like that again. Your behavior at dinner was despicable, especially when we're supposed to be friends. I mean, seriously, I would definitely get involved. Let's look into it, especially if everyone is claiming that I'm the one who did it. Oh no, we're going to get to the bottom of this shit quickly. Then we see Whitney trying to show off her limited tennis skills while her and Angie sit there and talk about Meredith and how crazy it was. And they can't believe how she sat there so calm and rationally at dinner. She didn't defend herself. She didn't take accountability. Meredith did correct. At dinner, she allowed all of them to show their ass while she sat there and she paid them dust. She didn't yell. She didn't scream. She didn't get up. She didn't storm off. She didn't do any of that shit. And to me, that says that Meredith is not guilty of this. Because if she was, she would have lost it, in my opinion. I think that Meredith was sitting there soaking it all in, thinking to herself, and you ladies claim to be my friends. Now I know who I can trust and who I can't. Now I know who will give me the benefit of the doubt and who will not. And as soon as the real truth comes out, I want you all to keep that same energy. That's what I think Meredith was thinking. Remember last season or the season before that when they couldn't go out of the country and they were in, was it Arizona or somewhere, and they were all harassing her about her father's death, when he died, when the funeral was? These people are not Meredith's friends, and she needs to know it. Whitney trying to tell Angie about Heather and these boudoir photo shoot and Heather's book and all this stuff. To me, this is Whitney using this for storyline purposes. This is Whitney trying to get something going because she has bored the shit out of us this season. I'm tired of little girl Whitney. I really am. I really wish that Mary M. Cosby was on this trip. You know, Mary said that production did not invite her on these trips. It was production who excluded her from all the episodes that we did not see her on. However, she says that production has realized that they have made an error in judgment, and she will be back next season, and she will be included in the majority of the scenes. They have made a mistake by not including Mary, and I think that they did too. This would have been a really good episode to have Mary be a part of. I would also like to say Whitney trying to act as if Heather exploited her sexuality is ridiculous. We met you on a stripper pole. We met you rubbing down your husband in paint. Your husband got fired for it. Are you kidding me, ma'am? No, ma'am. You used your own sexuality to be a part of the show. You put it out there every single season. Get over it. Another thing I didn't like about this is instead of everybody being rude to Meredith and icing her out, why is it that no one just said, hey, before we start to attack Meredith, is there anything you want to say? You know, can you tell us what's happening? I mean, later we see Heather sit down with Meredith, but it came off more of interrogation. Heather was rolling her neck and carrying on. Her voice was a little bit elevated. I didn't love it. Monica shaving her legs on the bus. I thought, oh God, I don't know. I like Monica. I like what she's bringing to the show. But sometimes Monica comes off as really being performative. When the ladies get on this catamaran, everybody's ignoring the hell out of Meredith. Like she's sitting off by herself. The rest of the women are acting like she's not even there. Meanwhile, Whitney gets on the catamaran. First thing she does is see a pole and she starts swinging around the damn thing. I said, oh, but Heather is exploiting you. Okay. Heather did approach Meredith, and like I said, she came off as rude to me. She's rolling her neck. She's doing too damn much. You know, she sits down and she asks her, you know, what the hell is going on? Meredith explains the situation to her. She said that all of that stuff that Monica is saying and all of the stuff that was in the DMs was stuff that Monica had already told Meredith. Meredith said that her and Monica were hanging out and they started talking about the mob, like the regular mob. And then either Meredith or Monica said something about, do you think that Utah has a Greek mob? And then somehow Angie got involved in the conversation and Monica started telling her all of this stuff about Angie's finances and all of this other stuff. Then Meredith gets this DM. Then Meredith said she called Monica and she said, oh my God, I got this DM that has all of the stuff that we talked about in it. Did you get this DM as well? And that's how this started. Meredith says she has no idea what the hell is going on and why all of a sudden it's being put out there that Meredith is the one who was doing this. Heather says that it does seem a little weird. She feels like she has not got the full story from Monica. However, she's not really sure what's going on with Meredith either, because Meredith had that DM situation last year, but she does tell her that she does need to get to the bottom of this because this is getting out of control and people are really angry, and this is, you know, messing with Angie's reputation, I guess, around town. Meredith then tries to pull Monica to the side.
Who knows?
Story.
She could be. How does she have her house? She's broke. She has all these bills, but somehow she still has money. How's she getting her money?
This is all the stuff you told me, Monica. Meredith, stop lying. Enough. Stop lying. I'm not lying.
You're lying. You are a liar. You're lying right now. Don't do this to Monica. You did it to Whitney. You've done it to me. You've done it to all of us. You're a liar. Stop.
I am not lying.
Just admit it. You f***ed up. Say I f***ed up and we can all move on. You f***ed up. You're hurting good people. Stop it.
Okay. This is exhausting.
I'm sure it is. If you lie, it's hard to defend the lie.
I'm not
Fake documents being sent to
Accusations
everyone
about me
about
and my f***ing family and my business.
I didn't make the accusations.
I own the streets of Salt Lake City because I am a f***ing reputable businesswoman.
I am not bringing up rumors, number one.
You look f***ing guilty. I believe that you sent them to her from a fake account or had somebody send them to her from a fake account. And I believe she is telling the truth and you're mixing words.
Story doesn't add up, but I believe Monica because I participated in rumors, gossip, and shitty behavior with Meredith last year.
Hold on. I'm tired of hearing that because that is incorrect. And I'm getting very irritated about everyone narrating me. Don't narrate me.
Don't dig up on your friends.
Meredith, if you would just own it and stop, this would all go away.
I'm getting really pissed off.
Now, honey, listen, I'm going to tell you this. Monica's reaction tells me that you protest too much. Monica was loud. She was getting it amped because she wanted the rest of those girls to get involved, and I did not love it. Lisa's behavior to me was ridiculous. She's jumping in, screaming and hollering, talking about Meredith. You're starting rumors, you're talking. But do you remember, Lisa, you started all those rumors about Mary stealing Cameron's money and all of those other things. You are trying to jump down Meredith's throat because you want everybody to forget the things that you have done to Meredith and the things that you have done to other people. I think Lisa was really doing too much. She was really showing off, and I cannot stand it. Heather at one point tells Lisa, she was like, so Monica just gets a pass? We're just going to let Monica get by with what she's saying without anybody questioning? Lisa standing up talking about she believes Monica. You and Monica have been friends for 2 days. Now all of a sudden Monica's ass is a prayer book and a testament? What? Angie talking about she's in control of the Utah streets or something. I said, girl, no ma'am. No ma'am, no ma'am. You and Lisa Barlow belong together. Lisa is the queen of Sundance and you in control of the streets of Salt Lake City? I don't think so. No ma'am. I'm sick of them. This behavior was way too damn much. It looks like a bully session that they were all just jumping down Meredith's throats 2 days in a row. And Whitney joining in, I said, girl, shut the hell up. Meredith came over your house. She told you one thing that she heard in the streets about Lisa, and then you downloaded her with 87 other things that you heard about Lisa. Then you continued to go around to all the girls throughout the season and burn bridges by bringing up these rumors and throwing other people under the bus. Meredith didn't use you. You used your damn self. You involved yourself. Whitney, shut up. Meredith gets upset. She storms off. She is really pissed off. She's sick of the shit. And I don't blame her. And it's too bad that they were, in the ocean. Otherwise, she could have stormed on home. But, when you're on the ocean, all you can do is go to another level. I mean, this was crazy. They have zero empathy for Meredith. They don't trust her. They don't believe her. But Monica, the new girl who has been cussing y'all's asses out left and right all season, they believe everything this girl is saying. This is why I like Monica, because Monica is actually making them all work, and she is producing all season. And did anybody else notice that the whole time they were yelling and screaming at Meredith, Monica just sat there and allowed it? She didn't step up and say anything like, calm down, girls. We can work this out. This is a misunderstanding. I never actually said that Meredith was the one who sent me the DMs. She never did any of that. And I think that's because that was a part of the plan. Meredith then sits down and she talks to Angie privately. Meredith tells Angie the only reason that she asked Monica about the DMs is because the DMs said the exact same thing that Monica had already told her. Angie says to her, but why would you want to bring this to Monica's attention? Why would you ask her if she received these DMs? If somebody sent me a DM saying lies about somebody, I would never bring, it to someone's attention. Angie is an absolute liar. Angie absolutely would have. If somebody would have dropped some DMs to her and it was talking shit about Meredith, Angie would have brought it to everybody's attention. So stop the lies. Meredith tells Angie that she was upset with her because of the way she treated her. She said, the way that you always showed up and reacted towards me, if I did that to you, would you want to be around me? They decide that they're going to try to do a reset and start over and see if they can build a friendship and leave this DM mess behind them. We'll see how long that'll last. Then Meredith decides to sit down next to Lisa. She lets Lisa know that Brooks has signed on to the Ford Modeling Agency. And that is huge. It is huge. Ford and Wilhelmina modeling agencies are like the top two. And I think there's another one right underneath it, but I can't remember the name of it right now. But that's a major accomplishment in the world of modeling and fashion. So that is a huge congratulations to Brooks. Now, They have their special moment and Monica gets upset about it. She says they were just screaming at each other and now they're over there talking and laughing and being friends. You know why? Because they have known each other for 10 years and they are like sisters. They argue, they fuss, they scream, they fight, they make up. They argue, they scream, they fuss, they fight, they make up. That's how sisters do it. And that's how friends do it, even though Lisa is not really acting like a very good friend right now. But I do appreciate that her and Meredith were able to have a calm, good moment and talk about Brooks. Now here they are on the bus and Whitney is talking about how her husband has a great nose for going down on her. I said, oh shit, and Heather exploited you in her book by simply talking about when she first met you. In Heather's book, close to the end of the book, she starts breaking down how she knows all of the ladies on the show, how they are all connected, and how they all ended up on The Real Housewives. And she just starts out by when she first met them. It's very small. It's very brief. Each lady just gets a little piece of, this is how I met them and this is how we are friends. And she met Whitney doing a boudoir photo shoot for her. And she doesn't talk nasty about Whitney. She talks about how brave and bold and beautiful Whitney is. That's what she said. So Whitney, miss me with this bullshit. You are using this to emotionally harass her and to cause a scene so that you can have more camera time, in my opinion. Heather tells Whitney on the bus when she's bringing up, Justin's nose and all this other stuff, that Whitney is crossing her sexual boundaries. And I said, where the hell did these boundaries come from, Heather? We've seen you on 3 previous seasons and you're always open to talk about sex. I don't understand. Then Monica tries to suck Whitney onto her side again, talking about Meredith and Lisa talking and being friends and all of this stuff. I mean, it's just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Whitney, of course, is eating it all up. Oh, I totally understand. She did the same thing to me last year. You did it to yourself last year. So while they're at dinner, Heather was talking about her Bell palsy and everybody sat there and looked shocked. And I said, well, if you read the book, you would know all about her Bell's palsy and you would know all about her Costco card and how she was devastated that she was trying to start dating. And she thought that the reason she ended up with that stress induced Bell palsy was because she wasn't following her Mormon traditions. And she went back to church and started praying and, giving her volunteer services, trying so hard to get back in line so that her Bell palsy would heal up. They would already know that if they had just read their friend's book. I'm sick of these people. Monica being so upset. I said, Monica, give me a break. You threw this woman under the bus. You pretty much have everybody in this group thinking that she's a liar, that she's spreading rumors, that she's sending fake DMs from a fake social media page, but you want her to smile and kiki with you and kiss your ass? No, ma'am. And then for you to make the comment that it looks so ridiculous and fake that they are so close and she's kissing Lisa's ass. Aren't you kissing Lisa's ass too? Because it certainly looks like it. Now, Lisa crying at the table over Jack going to his mission. And it turns out that Jack was in LA for a very long time instead of going to Colombia. Well, he is now officially in Colombia doing his mission work. I can understand Lisa crying. That's your baby. You raised them. They've been with you every single day of their lives. You have known where they are. You know what they're doing. You know that they are safe. When they grow up and they leave, it's scary as hell because you are sending your precious treasure out into the world of people that you don't know, that you can't trust. It's scary. So I understand where Lisa is coming from. But unfortunately, we as parents, we have to let our kids fly. And it's rough. It really is. But all we can do is let them know that we are here for them. We are praying for them. We love them and that they can always come home. That's all we can do. So they end up after dinner going to this bar, and it was so funny because it had money all over the ceiling and it was money. And Lisa says, does anybody try to steal it? Or one of the girls said that. And the lady said, no, we have a place like that here in town and it's money all over the walls, like down the walls, up the walls, on the ceiling. Nobody ever touches it. Most times you see people putting more money up, and I have no idea how it started or why it's like that, but it's thousands upon thousands of dollars all over this bar. Now, Whitney can kiss my entire butt. Okay, ma'am, you are acting a fool. Heather was right. You are an idiot. You sound like an idiot. And Heather even said she read that part to Whitney. Whitney asked her to edit one tiny part out. Heather edited it out. All of this was before the book even went to press. So Whitney is clearly using this. Girl, bye. I am sick of Whitney. I am sick of her and her chasing Heather down, running out of the place, talking about, you exploited my vagina for the sales of your book. Listen, honey, we are not purchasing or renting her books from the library off of the back of you and your vagina. Ma'am, no ma'am, we are not interested. Lord have mercy, I'm sick of these people. I cannot wait for this season finale. Monica seems to be some sort of mastermind, and I am here for it. I really am. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.